Wes, to my untrained eye, the Packers got the better of the Patriots in the first joint practice. I think the Patriots turned the tables in the second joint practice. So as our good friend Larry McCarron would say, the rubber match is Saturday night at Lambeau Field. Preseason game number 2, it's time for final thoughts. All right, Weston, what's at stake?
Mike, the magic word that Matt LaFleur likes to talk about this time of year, consistency. We've seen so many young guys the past couple weeks, including that preseason game against Cincinnati, really stand out and make their presence felt. I think about Emmanuel Wilson. I think about some of these young defensive linemen that really push the pocket. But as we know, it's one performance. You have to do it again. A really good challenge here against New England Patriots to keep building on that momentum.
Yeah, and as always in a preseason game, what's at stake is depth, right? We know who the top 2 running backs are on this team, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. We know the top 3 wide receivers are Watson, Dobbs, and Reed. But who fills in those spots after that? What order? Who makes the roster, and what is the pecking order moving forward? Games like this decide those things. Wes, who's heating up? Presented by Aurora Heated Apparel.
Cincinnati Sean Clifford. Last week I was so impressed by this young guy, Mike. Obviously there were some mistakes made. He talked about it in the locker room this week. It told him how quickly the NFL game moves with his 2 interceptions, but he played fearlessly. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with Jordan Love in this number 1 offense, how much they're out there, if they're out there at all. Sean Clifford is going to play a lot in this ball game. The Packers are looking for that guy to be the number 2 quarterback, and I really liked what I saw in that debut against the Bengals.
Yeah, no question. I would agree with you there. And for me, this game is about 2 day 3 wide receiver draft picks. I talked about the wide receivers in our last segment. Well, rookie 5th-round pick Dontavian Wicks, 3 catches, 68 yards, including a 47-yard catch and run from Sean Clifford against Cincinnati. And he was taking some reps with the number 1 offense this past week. So this is an important game for Wicks. And the other is the 7th rounder from Charlotte, Grant Dubose. He missed how much time, Wes? I mean, all of the offseason, the opening portion of training camp, finally got back from the back injury, got cleared for 11-on-11 work, made some plays in practice this week, and now this is his first game action. Wes, we know it's not about wins and losses in the preseason, but I believe the Packers win this game if they get some clarity at the safety position. We've seen this competition going on and on, whether it's Rudy Ford, whether it's Tarvarius Moore, whether it's Jonathan Owens. All those guys have run with the ones alongside Darnell Savage. I don't want to say time is running out, but week 1 is only 3 weeks away, so the Packers need to get some more clarity and be able to make the right decision.
I agree with you, Michael, and I think the Packers win this game if they maintain the play style. Matt LaFleur this past week talked about how this team, he really liked the aggressiveness. He liked the mindset that they had going out there against Cincinnati. Now they're going to be able to do that against a New England Patriots team that did really take it to them in practice. I mean, that was a really physical session for almost 5 hours that we watched the past 2 days. Now we're going to see a lot of those young guys out there. Okay, you're not going to have the starters, but who are they going to be the guys that respond and can continue to build on that play style? That's what I'm looking forward to in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, we'll sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of Saturday night's preseason game from Lambeau Field. We'll have it for you on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.